Hi, I'm Sifu Kuttel, and in this video, we're going to be working with the Taiji spear. So grab your spear, make sure to have some space, and let's get to work. The technique that we're going to be focusing on in this video is a big swinging technique. So make sure that as we're doing this, break it down. We're going to be going over the footwork first, then we're going to be going over the spear work to swing around, and then we're going to be combining them together. This takes up a lot of space, and at some points I actually run into restrictions on the video itself. So make sure you're in an area that not only has space moving forward and backward, but also around, because we're going to be swinging the spear around overhead in a circle. You'll see as we do this. So grab your spear, let's go get to it. Before we grab the spear, let's focus on the footwork. We're going to be moving a lot with the feet. We're traveling in one line, so we don't want to focus on what the spear is doing here because it gets a little complicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a bow stance with my left foot forward. I'm going to be facing this way. Then I'm going to turn around and move. Now I suggest as you do this, it's going to be in transition, so it's never really a solid stance from this point on. So after we shift here and we start turning around, we're just going to be using regular footsteps. So my right foot will step, my left foot will step, and I want to turn it inward, almost as if I'm doing like a kung fu horse stance here, okay? So again, after I shift back, I'm going to twist my foot, step, turning, and then here I'm going to take my right foot and step behind, stealing back behind, and then I'll unwind around and finish with a bow stance to finish my technique. So again, remember, this is just moving. It's not really hitting and pausing. So after you see the fundamentals here of right twist, left step, right steal, both unwind, and then finish by going to that bow stance, you'll understand that it actually flows quite nice. In a flowing sense, once we shift back, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. We use that last pivot to set up for our Taiji bow stance. If I'm facing towards you, from here, for my bow stance, left foot forward, pivot, shift, right twist, left steps, right steals, unwind, and finish in our bow stance. Again, we have kind of an extra step there. When you're moving at speed, it's only about 3 steps. So when I move at speed, I shift, 1, 2, 3, unwind. Notice as I finish, I go into my bow stance. Now let's grab the spear and put it to work. Now with the spear, we're going to be doing a big swing overhead. So with just the footwork, it's moving very linear, and you only need a little bit of space forward and backward. Now with the spear, we're going to be swinging it around. So make sure you have space on all sides of you, okay? Now we're also going to be spinning the spear at length, which adds another dynamic to it. So take your time as you're learning this. Make sure you have enough space around you. Let's focus on the first part. We're going to do the technique itself. We're going to start with our right hand all the way at the base, left hand palm up. Remember, backhand lock, front hand loop, or loose. So our left hand is going to slide in and back out as we do this. Okay, now without the footwork, what I'm going to do is slide and extend, go around my head, and then pull back and finish with a strike. We're using the blade of the spear to strike at about head level. Our backhand is going to end up down below at the waist, but not attached to it. Okay, so we get a nice hinging motion here at the end of the technique. Again, left hand's going to be loose. I turn towards the right, around the head, slide, turn, and finish. One more time. Slide, around the head, slide back, and then finish. If I'm facing this way, I slide around the head, slide, turn. Again, slide, around the head, slide, turn. Now it's time to put this together with our footwork. So we're going to start in a bow stance, just like we did for the footwork, and we'll start with the spear in a neutral position, so you don't have to worry about what we're doing here. It's left hand at dantian level, right hand down. My intention is going to be this way. I want to turn around. We shift. Now from here, step, start bringing it around. Then as I step with my left foot, I extend, and this is where we're going to do around the head. As it comes around, step behind and slide, finish with our unwind, and then we're going to finish up striking to the temple. Okay, a lot of stepping here. So again, from our neutral position, I want to step and start swinging. So here, step, swing, bring it up, around the head, step, unwind, and then finish here. Now, in this video, I'm going to have to choke up a little bit because I am close to the wall. I don't want to hit the wall. There's not a lot of space in this video for me to do this. So when you practice, try to go as far as you can, but you'll see in this video, I'm only going to go right about here. Okay, so again from here, shift, turn, swing, up, over the head, step behind, unwind, and finish. Okay. Now, when we put this all together, it should flow nicely, just like how we had the footwork before. So right here, I shift, 1 step, 2, unwind, 3. And this is kind of the pace that you want with this. The body moves with the spear swinging. Again, 1, 2, 3. Nice and smooth through the whole thing. Okay, one more time. From this position, shift, 1, 2, 3, finish. Okay, so there you have it. This technique is a very fancy technique to bring the spear around and then strike. There's a couple of things that we're doing here. We're gaining momentum for application so we can strike through and really have a devastating hit at the very end. But also, we're working on controlling the spear as we bring it around. You can always just turn around and strike with the spear to the temple, but doing this big circle overhead can give you the room that you need to wind up, to get a very substantial strike at the end, or clear some space if you have multiple opponents around you. I hope you enjoyed this technique. Be sure to check out some of the other spear training techniques in the playlist, and I'll see you in the next video.